Hello, good morning. I hope that you're all well and that you've had a good week. It's a glorious day in Cornwall today. We've got blue skies, blue seas, and it's really warm. Apparently, now the children have gone back to school, we have a heat wave coming. I feel so sorry for the holidaymakers that have been down in August because the weather has been so poor. This week, it's been a busy week, but no stitching. I have not put in one stitch since I've got back from Arizona. I've just been flat out packing and packing and packing. But I do like to be busy. Now, yesterday, we released on our website these cushion or pillow covers. In the UK, we call these cushions, but I understand in the US that you call these pillows. Now, what we have on our website are the covers, not the pads that go inside. The cushion covers are 17 inches by 17 inches and you will have no problem sourcing a pad to fit into the cushion. It does take a larger pad and it just makes it really nice and plump. Now the pillows are 100% cotton, so they are designed to be used, washed, pressed, used, washed, pressed, time and time again. I've been testing these now for a little while. I've had them on my stitching chair, which was why I wanted to have these. I like in my stitching nest to make it as pretty as possible, and when you see my armchair and my setup, it can be nothing other than somewhere where a needleworker sits and enjoys working. Bertie is right by my feet here. The cushions are piped. You've got to have piping. It just adds that little bit of extra style to a cushion or pillow cover. The printing is amazing. You can see every single stitch on this. So pretty. Now this design is Hannah Green and I'm having so many emails about this sampler. This is one that's going to release next year, a special release. So watch this space in the spring of next year. Now, when I was researching printing pillows and cushion covers, the standard in the industry is to have a plain fabric back to the cushion. And I thought, well, that's a waste. Let's have a sampler both sides. So what you have with your cushion is Hannah Green, the one side, and Mary Wigglesworth, the other side. This is a stunning sampler. The colours are so beautiful. I chose Mary Wigglesworth because this sampler, the model, actually hangs directly behind my stitching chair, and I thought, gosh, that's going to be amazing to have the sampler on my cushion and hanging behind my stitching chair. And also because Mary was 58 when she stitched her sampler, I thought having a cushion with a mature lady having stitched it sort of tied in with I'm a mature lady who stitches. The cushions, they're 17 inches by 17 inches, and the pads that you put inside could be feather, they could be microfiber, and you can really plump them up with a bigger pad that you sort of put in and it just plumps it up, or you can put a pad in that is for a 17 by 17 inch cushion. The zip is concealed. It falls between the panel and the front and the piping, and you just pop your cushion pillow pad inside. I'm really pleased with the piping. The red of the piping has been picked up from the darker red in Mary's sampler, and it really brings the two samplers together so well. Very pleased with that. They are available on the Hands Across the Sea Samplers website for immediate dispatch. You will find them under Needlework Accessories. Now, the Red House Tea Towels Series 1 are sold out, they've gone. But the other item that we have on the website are the apron and matching tea towel sets. So many of you have bought these. That's what's been keeping me busy this week. Now, some of them have already arrived. They've arrived so quickly. You never know with the post. Sometimes it can take 4, 5, 6 weeks to arrive in another country. But some of these made it in 3 days. Unbelievable. What you get with this set is a tea towel. Here's the tea towel. And then you get the apron, which I adore. I kept not just one, I've kept several for myself. I have worn them, I've got them dirty, I've laundered them, I've pressed them, and I've worn them again. And I'm really, really pleased. They wash and press beautifully. The feedback I've been getting on the aprons are that they're amazing, and people can't believe the definition in the print job. You can see every single stitch, and the 4-sided alphabet, it just shows up so beautifully, and the eyelet stitching. And everybody's been asking us how we managed to get the border like that so it frames around. Well, that's thanks to the amazing team at the company that print these for us. Very, very pleased with these. These are a one-off. We will do something different for next year. So if you would like one of these apron and tea towel sets, they are available now. We're not going to be doing another print run of them because I want a different one for this time next year. And I'm going to be very, very busy and from now until the middle to, or so I should say from now until the end of November. And that is because all my efforts and energy are going to be going into the next red box. So the next red box, it's the same box, but it will have a different title. This hasn't been printed yet. The title of the box is a surprise. The contents of the box are entirely different to the last red box. This next box is a bumper box. We couldn't fit a sausage into this box. It is so full of needlework, goodies and designs. Now, we're going to be releasing the red box for pre-order very, very soon. And one day this week, I will make an announcement on social media. That's my Instagram account and my Facebook page. And what I will also do for those who are not on social media but follow me on Flosstube, I will do a short video giving the same information in the video as I do on social media, so that we have a level playing field for everybody who supports Hands Across the Sea samplers. In the announcement this week, I will be giving you details of when these will release for pre-order. The boxes themselves will start shipping from the 15th of November, so that you will have them hopefully before the Christmas rush. I had planned to ship them in the new year, but at the moment we literally cannot move in our house for boxes, and there are more boxes to come. So I really need to pack everything and get my house back for Christmas so that our family can visit. Can you guess what the theme of the next red box is going to be? If you think about Hands Across the Sea samplers and something that's probably a little bit unique to us, you might be on the right track in guessing what the theme is. The next time I show the red box, it will have the title printed on the top. Okay, so cards from the last red box, Letters from Europe. They continue to come in every week. It's these cards. Okay, so let's have a look. This is the beautiful Lucy Barber. And the card goes, Dear Nicola, I'm so very happy to pen this letter to you. I wish you a very happy 60th year. I have to tell you, my 60th year has been amazing by all of you writing to me. I wish you, I write to you today as a recipient of one of the Letters from Europe boxes. I was so excited when my purchase was confirmed, and even more so when I opened each envelope and item. It was truly a very special event. Like so many stitchers, we have much in common. My love of samplers and learning their history. I am an avid reader and traveller as well. I collect Kahana scissors and many needlework accessories, tea towels and teapots. My husband is an avid golfer and we have a very deep love of dogs. My gosh, we have a lot in common. I have 2 Staffordshire Bull Terriers, Meatball and Spooky, brother and sister. They are full of love and their silly antics keep us laughing every day. I started stitching about 45 years ago. My mother was a great needleworker and seamstress and quilter, but not a cross-stitcher. I am mostly self-taught with great encouragement. My father made my first scroll frames that I still use today. Gosh, they must be so precious. I work full-time, and I won't say where, and it relates to matters of public safety. It is a demanding job, but one that is very satisfying. My biggest downside is my actual hours of stitching time can be limited. I think many stitchers can relate. Therefore, I have many more starts each year than finishes. No matter though, I enjoy all my ongoing projects regardless of how long they may take to finish. We're all the same. I was born and raised in the Midwest of America, in Kansas. We live with most of our, and then it goes on, with most of our family scattered throughout the Midwest. My mother is from Japan and my father is American. They met when he was in the Air Force while stationed in Japan. So I do have half of my family overseas as well. Currently, I have several hat samplers in progress. A few are Sarah Rinder, The Old Scot, Elizabeth Wood, Jane Hopkins, Florence Mary Dickinson, Thy Love Divine, Anna Sophia Bircham, Louisa Collymore, and I've just started the first sampler from Letters from Europe. Well, as I'm running out of space, I will close now. Thank you, Nicola, for all that you give to the needleworkers of the world. You're a true gem, and I very much appreciate your efforts and contributions to this wonderful craft that so many of us enjoy and need in our lives. I look forward to seeing your next samplers and tea towels. I have them all, and maybe I'll be lucky again to purchase your next very special box. Well, I can tell you that the next series of tea towels will be featuring one of your starts. Thank you for this card. It's lovely. They're all lovely. Do you know, sometimes I open them and I read them and I smile, and sometimes I just cry, and sometimes it's crying from happiness, and sometimes it's crying because I feel for people and the things they go through in life. The next card, it's Mrs. Campbell. Now, these cards have not been for sale. These cards have been gifts at events I've attended. So I know I've met this person in real life. So we have a lovely typed letter. Dear Nicola, happy belated birthday. I appreciate so much your thought, planning and hard work in creating the lovely Letters from Europe box. What a delightful way to create a year-long celebration. I trust you're getting as much pleasure out of the cards as we have received from the delicious contents of the box. Oh, I certainly am. Honestly, it's a highlight of each day when the mail comes, to see that particular day that there's a card. All the goodies you included added to my enjoyment of the sweet samplers, and I can use them for any stitching project, not just the ones in the box. I believe Matilde is my favourite. I purchased some lovely blue linen to stitch her. My stitching journey has progressed in fits and starts. I bought my first stamp kit in my late teens. Bertie, is that in your way, sweetheart? Despite the simple design, I made many mistakes with the colours and had to drastically recreate the border. It was a few years later when I finally finished stitching it. My male boss at the time was not comfortable giving me a baby gift. I was expecting my third daughter. So he took the piece to an art framer and had it mounted in a gorgeous frame that was worthy of a much better stitching project. What a super boss, how thoughtful. I didn't do any stitching after that while I worked and raised my children. A number of years later, a friend and I both stitched the same Proverbs 31 sampler. She finished hers much sooner than I did. I finally completed it when my daughter was engaged and gave it to her as a wedding gift. After that, I began stitching a non-sampler design that included many confetti stitches and made slow progress to my counting mistakes. Eventually, another friend started coming over to my house every Monday night to stitch together while we listened to audio books. Having stitched for many years and previously running a small cross-stitch store in the inn where she worked, she offered expert advice to answer my questions and improve my stitching knowledge and skill. From here, I learned about frames and stands, needles and tools, over-dyed fabrics and fibres, linen, how to choose where to begin stitching a new project, and how to work with metallic threads. She also had great skill in helping me find counting errors when I couldn't find them myself. After a few years, another friend joined us and we increased to 2 nights a week. I will say that stitching really helped me get through COVID-19, that and church live streaming. My husband passed away in 2018. I'm so sorry. I just can't imagine what that must feel like. I was living alone and working from home during the lockdown. My one stitching buddy was retired and the other was the only person in her department who worked in the office, so we felt safe continuing to get together to stitch. The fellowship and mutual support was so needed and appreciated during those challenging days. Sadly, one friend moved to Florida and shortly after the other friend moved an hour and a half away to be near her aging parents. What a gift that the lockdown taught us how to use Zoom. To this day, we continue to meet on Monday evenings over Zoom to stitch. And I do see the closer friend in person several times a year. I'm looking forward to seeing her next week when she will be in town for a hobby house class. She is staying with me and we will visit the shop and do some stitching together. Earlier this year, I bumped into an old friend at a restaurant and we reconnected over stitching. She comes over most Thursday evenings to work on her crewel project while I cross-stitch. She is a costume designer for the theatre department of a local college, so is an excellent resource on all things sewing and stitching. It's been so fun catching up after a number of years not seeing each other. My stitching interest didn't turn to reproduction samplers until Hobby House Needleworks opened their brick and mortar shop and I saw the beautiful hat samplers they keep in stock. I also started watching your Flosstube videos, which made me feel like an old friend. You are an old friend. You're a needlework friend. Every Sunday night after church, I treat myself to watching your videos as a relaxing way to end my day. It was such a pleasure meeting you in person at Hobby House's class last fall, and I hope I will be able to attend your event with them in 2024. My current whip is Florence Mary Dickinson. I am revelling in her vivid colours. It gives me great joy to see how the colours contrast with and complement each other. This is my first time stitching on 32 count linen and stitching an entire project with Soie d'Alger. I am challenged by the design going over across multiple pages, so this too is a new skill for me. My experience with this project has given me confidence to kit up another project with 36 count. Thank you for your generosity and the great pleasure you give to needleworkers all over the world. I've discovered many gorgeous designs, tools and accessories through your Flosstube videos. As I watch, I often find myself pausing the video to visit Hobby House Needlework's website and add designs that appeal to me to my wish list. Somehow, seeing them in the videos make it much easier to appreciate the designs than merely looking at the booklets in person. I cannot wait for you to release Sarah Millthorpe to the general public. I absolutely love the house, the border and the sentiment. I will press on with Florence Mary Dickinson so that I may complete her before Sarah Millthorpe releases. I hope you won't mind that I typed rather than hand wrote my card. Excessive writing aggravates the arthritis in my thumb. I don't mind at all. In fact, I do the same because my writing is dreadful. Thank you so much for this, and I very much look forward to seeing you in 2024, or maybe even in the store in, well, next month. The end of October, I will be at Hobby House Needleworks for the next class. Very exciting. Very, very exciting indeed. Thank you for everybody who takes the time to send these cards in. It's just been an amazing experience receiving them. Honestly, getting to 60 is not nice. You know, I'd much prefer for it to be my 30th or 40th birthday. But I have to say that this 60th year has been one of the best years of my life. The joy that all these cards have brought me, it's inspired me. It's really boosted my creativity this year because I've been in a very, very happy place. I hope that you're enjoying all of these products. I'm not going to be doing these all the time. This is my product phase of my creativity at the moment. This is beautiful. I'm so, so pleased with it. So, so pleased. What else? Oh, now, don't forget to look out for the announcement this week, which will give the release date of the red box for pre-order. And if you only watch on or engage me on Flosstube, look out for another video being published in this week ahead. There will be full details of the date and time the red box releases, and it will have the title of this box on as well. Okay, stay well, stay safe. Bye-bye.